All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final game of the night in the Mineski Pro Gaming League Season 7, presented by Gigabyte, co-presented by GameX, official Cyber Cafe Mineski Infinity.
Official monitor, ViewSonic, official gaming partner, Garena.
Yes, so nakikita natin ngayon, of course, the bans are almost the same as the previous two-game bans, so nothing to talk about that. But look at the picks right now coming in from Mad Bros, already going in for the hyper-aggressive early game start with that Elise jungle. That was just looking into it. Having that pick off engage type of composition already with the ultimate coming out of this Sivir, yung kanyang on the hunt. When she gets at level 6, that'll just boost up the possibility that this Thresh can go in for the death sentences into the box, and if they lock in this Annie, that'll just allow the Annie to become, yung kanyang flash in Tibber stun. But look at what Legacy has.
Yung Legacy naman ngayon, parang same picks lang din ang sa kanina nila, no? Lucian Brom. Kumbaga, favorite combo.
Yeah.
Kumbaga,
talagang gusto nilang Wow! Wait lang. Medyo
nakalak
tayo.
ba yan, pare?
Nakalaki na talaga siya.
Minsan lang tayo makakita ng ganyan. Nakalock in.
So, looking into it, Legacy going in for the hyper-aggressive bottom lane duo yet again, which is the Lucian and that Braum. And as for the counter, it will be the Sivir and the Thresh. So, granted though, na hindi natitigil, pag kumabit na yung death sentence, hindi na matitigil yung hatak niya dun sa Thresh. That can be a possibility that they're hoping to go for. Hopefully, yung Thresh na ito, I would actually like to go for Ignite rather than Exhaust, because just going
para sa Lucian, no?
Mas aggressive kasi yung galong klaseng playstyle.
Uy, pero mid Morgana ba to, pare ko?
Looks like it could be a mid Morgana here. And again, so all of the composition that they have is the front line, and then just the sticking potential of that Morgana, forcing the opponents to scatter, and then the Lucian just never mind then.
Easy dog, hindi yan magmomorgana mga pare ko. Chill build, sinasay ko lang kayo, may 20 seconds pa.
Yeah.
Tinan natin kung anong ipipick niya dito. Pero parang Asuray, dito ako medyo interested, no? Jax!
Yes.
Jax top ba yan?
The solo queue tier 2 pick.
Pantapat sa Renekton. Wait,
Tier 1 actually.
Renekton ba ang tatapatan niya, no? Trundle, sa tingin mo?
I think it's gonna be a Renekton top
Renekton, no?
Yeah. And just looking into it, early stages of the game, Renekton will be able to bully out the Jax just because Jax doesn't have an AoE skill that can damage the Renekton other than the Counter-Strike, and Counter-Strike has such a long cooldown, and Counter-Strike is more of an defensive skill rather than the offensive skill there.
Yung umiikot ba yun?
Yeah. Yes, yung kanyang ikot nga. Ang thing to worry about here now, coming in from Mad Pros, is that when Jax starts to get farmed, pag nag-level 6 siya, and when he hits that first item spike with that Trinity Force, sobrang sakit ng damage output ng Jax dito.
Kapag nahuli niya yung Lucian, kaya niya hulihin yan eh. Parang siguro pag, halimbawa, lumang yung Jax na yan sa lane, tapos mahuli niya yung Lucian, siguro mga 4 hits. Kahit makapag-dash out yung Lucian, habol niya yan eh.
Exactly. And most Jax players will actually opt to go in for a Thunderlord's Decree. Kasi Jax ultimate, his Grandmaster Smite, am I correct? I'll check that into that guys later.
Para sa hindi nakakaalam, no, mga Neopets, yung Thunderlord's Decree, yun yung bagong mastery na after the third hit or in the third hit, sa third hit, may parang thunder na extra damage na papasok sa kalaban mo, mapa-skill, mapa-normal.
Yes, and that will allow the Jax to be able to just deal out so much damage, because most champions who go in for a Thunderlord's Decree Keystone are the 3-hit type champions. Jax is one of them.
Isa si Jax dun.
Counter-Strike, auto-attack, activate your Grandmaster Smite passive, and then the Thunderlord's Decree. I have done this so many times in rank na bigla na lang magtataka yung kalaban, bakit ba't sobrang lakas ng burst damage mo. And guys, you have to note that kahit nakalagay kay Jax as fighter primary, yung secondary secondary description niya is an assassin. So you have to note that merong sleeper pick burst damage dito si Jax.
Mag-ingat ka sa pamalo niyan, kakaiba yung pamalo niyan, 'di ba? Poste yung pamalo niyan eh.
Exactly.
Well, tingnan natin, no? Kasi ito namang lineup ng Legacy, mukhang aasa sila dito sa Lucian. Kumbaga tamang damage lang din tong Renekton at Morgana. So, tingnan natin. May dalawa silang hindi, may tatlo silang mabibigat. Trundle tsaka Randall Braum tsaka Renekton, mga heavyweight. Mukhang dito naman sa kabilang side, mukhang mga mabibilis, mga featherweight tayo dito.
Yes. Oo. Hindi kasi yun. Both of these compositions also have that team fight prowess. But looking into it, as this game, as the team fight prolongs, mas malakas or mas matagal ang buhay na ang meron ang Legacy.
Legacy, pare.
Because kasama mo na nga, mabibigat ang champions nila. Trundle's pretty tanky, Braum with Unbreakable, as well as Renekton with that Dominus. And you have to note that Trundle's ultimate, the Subjugate, will actually steal
life
resistances of the opponent, as well as I think life then. And Jax is one of those champions who, with his Grandmaster's Might active, if he has AD and AP, he'll convert 50% of that into armor and magic resistance. And Subjugate is, I think, a good counter for that. So you'll keep the Jax, honest kung mag-damage items ba siya or magka-tanky items. But you have to note then that in terms of the split push, mas malakas na split push ng Mad Pros here because
Mad Pros.
And their split push prowess is stronger because the Jax is a very strong 1v1 duelist, especially when he gets items in that late game. Kahit man Renekton ka pa, you cannot kill a Jax in that late game. So what it looks like Mad Pros is trying to do here, get that at least getting the ganks in the lanes for that early stage of the game. And translate that late game for the Jax, for the Annie, and then get your follow-up, how you say this, initiate with the Sivir on the hunt. Tapos you have the Thresh for some form. Yeah, because Thresh is the all-around support. He has CC, he has engage.
May pantakas pa ng Dark Passage, diba? Pantulong. Pero sa akin dito, yung si Enborn, kailangan natin tutukan dito kasi, Brad, ma-action na naman yung hero niya. Kung kanina si Robin Padilla, tapos lumilipad siya ngayon, lumilipad siya kay Valor. Ngayon naman, si Spider-Girl. Si Spider-Man naman ngayon yung gamit niya. Lumilipad yan, gamit rappel Diba? Tingnan natin kung mahilig pa naman gumangkin sa top. So, tingnan natin kung matutulungan niya ang Jax.
That's pretty perfect because since we started from game 1, Soru hasn't gotten for those hyper carry top lanes. He's went for the Vladimir. Next, I forgot the other one.
Yung kanina si Illaoi.
Illaoi and then Vladimir. And then now, he's gonna go in for the hyper carry Jax. And because Born has, sabi mo na nga, palagi siya nasa top lane, this might be that formula that Mad Pros are looking for to at least get themselves early up into the game. And looking into it now, for the composition of Legacy, again, they're more for that prolonged team fights and just protecting Lucian in the backline. Coming in from the Morgana spell shields, and then the Trundle just placing his pillars for either the defense of the Lucian or catching off people off guard. Because that ice pillar is like, the vertical equivalent of the crystalline wall na meron sa Nivea.
Kumbaga, mas maliit lang, pero mas parang, may wall na malaki.
Exactly.
Pero isa lang naman yung disengage dito ng ng Legacy, which is si Braum lang. Pero tingnan natin kung ma-protect nila yung Lucian dito, kaya nila yan. Kasi medyo malalambot ng onte yung heroes ng ng Mad Pros. Yung Annie, ilang hits lang yan kay Lucian pag nagka-item. Pero tingnan natin, kaya niya i-burst yan
May instant engage nga dito. Again, ang Mad Pros having fixing these things. Alright, having that Annie with the on the hunt boost na meron Sivir. Sivir gives that immediate movement speed boost. Annie can just come in from a semi-far distance, flash in Tibber stun, and he actually has that flash teleport combo in his summoner spells. Plus, guys, you have to note then that if you haven't seen it before, Ionian Boots of Acidity doesn't only give you cooldown reduction, it also reduces your summoner spell's cooldown. So kahit masabihin natin 5 minutes ang cooldown ng teleport, if you go in for a Ionian Boots of the City with the Distortion Tier 3 upgrade, mas mabilis ang cooldown ng flash as well as teleport. So that will allow more picks for Mad Pros if they get this Annie going, even not kung kahit man lang siya, let's say semi-item spread, just as long as she can do her job to go in for that flash in Tibber stun, there can be enough damage for Mad Pros to follow up with the Elise being such a strong early game duelist.
Oh, yun nga eh. Kumbaga labanan to ng mga duelists versus the wrestlers. And tingnan natin, hindi natin nakita yung skin ni Braum dito kung hindi natin nakita yung skin ni Braum dito kung ano ba to? Naka-tank top tiger ba to?
I think Dragon Slayer
Braum. Dragon Slayer Braum. Kala ko na naka-tank top ulit eh. Pero eto na. Oras na.
Yes, exactly.
Paring Samurai.
Alright. So looking into it, guys, again, this is the Mineski Pro Gaming League Season 7, presented by Gigabyte, co-presented by GameX Official, Cyber Cafe, Mineski Infinity.
Official Monitor, View Sonic, Official Gaming Partner, Karina.
Yes, and now we have our roll call for the blue team. We have Mad Bros in the top lane. It's going to be Soru, Love Mai on that Jax in the jungle. It's going to be Born with the Elise in the mid lane. It's going to be Eeny Meeny on that Annie, and in the bottom lane duo we have Core with the Sivir, and his support will be Xerxes on that Thresh.
At para naman dito sa Legacy, top hope for KR bilang si Renekton, at ang jungle nila ay si Keo Cook na si Trundle, ang mid laner nila ay si Loop bilang si Morgana baby, at ang kanilang support ay si Football 10 pesos lang na si Braum, at ang kanilang ADR na si Sadis ay ang Lucian. At kanina pa talaga nila ginagawa yung Lucian Braum combo na yan.
Yes, exactly. So
classic.
We're gonna unpause right now. But of course, before that, I guess we have enough time to check our Twitch chat right here. Props to you guys who are still watching with us. Ano oras na, grabe ang titibay ng mga mata nyo.
Kaya nila yan, mga papi.
Yeah, syempre, mga madlang summoners.
Ito na, sa baba sila pupunta.
Alright,
so yan na,
like,
nag-iipon na yung ani ng stun. Oh.
This looks pretty nice from these two teams. They want to go in for the action. They have Descendants, they have the Dark Binding.
Ito na, mga kaibigan.
Exactly.
Mukhang early action. Ito na. Paunahan lang sa wards to eh. Paunahan lang talaga sa wards to.
Oh, they're gonna bypass each other. Hindi na sila magkakitaan.
Magkakalituhan. Saan kaya pupunta dito? May stun ng ani.
Oh, wow!
Dito.
Akala ko.
Wow. Napakagandang Saikuhan, pare ko eh.
Yeah.
Oo.
So it looks like they're gonna be able to bypass each other. And who gets the initial knowledge of this?
Tinan mo lang. Baka.
There you go. Alam na nila kung nasan sila.
Alam na. Ayan na, nakita na. Nawardan.
Oh no! Sadis no! Oh no!
Chill lang.
Spotted,
alam ata nila.
Nakakita lang.
So, out muna tayo dito, mga pare ko eh. Nagkakitaan na eh, pero munti ka na yun, no? Early action sa...
Sadis, little bit of a misplay there. He should have stayed into the brush kasi papunta na doon si Xerxes in that area to check it out.
Oo, at pag nauna sila doon, lamang sila, di ba?
Yes.
Wala silang sight doon eh. Pero tingnan natin. Ito na, balik na sa lanes. Tamang safe zone na. Trundle going for the blue.
So it's gonna be a Trundle, yeah, exactly. Trundle going for the blue, so that concussive blows will help for the Trundle to actually survive, steadily into his jungle.
Ito na, makakita na naman tayo ng mga Hadouken Lord.
Exactly.
Mula dito sa Morgana, kay Loop. Pero ito,
mga
kaibigan, si Dalsim. Si Ani, mga kaibigan. Si Dalsim laban kay Ryu. Hadouken laban sa Boga Fire.
Dapat ang Dalsim si Zac eh.
Oo, pwede, no? Kasi mahaba. Pero hindi, may Boga Fire eh.
Oo.
Kaso ang spell shield niya yan.
Exactly.
Tignan natin.
So looking into it, parehas na nag-start ang junglers sa kanilang bottom side. So, that will actually allow them to both go into the top lane, and yun ang path na gusto gawin ni Born. Because again, nice one on to Sadis there. No follow-up though, no follow-up.
Oops, play. Normal. Oh, 2 hits yan, 2 hits
yan.
Oh
my god, so much damage.
Chill lang. Yan yung mga tamang Saiko chani. Na parang, di mo alam kung i-go ka ba o hindi. So, dapat ready ka lang.
Yeah. I was so sad. Kasi hindi kumuha ng Ignite si Xerxes.
Ay, siguro kung nag-Ignite siya.
You have to note though that medyo going for an exhaust is offensive and defensive at the same time.
Yapi.
But yung Ignite is more on the aggressive side talaga. But, it's probably a matter of preference.
Ito na, helicopter na. Oh, kalmahan lang, easy dog.
So it looks like there's gonna be a clash here in the blue side. Inimini going in onto Luke KR.
But ganun si Jungle, mga kaibigan.
Down, Torment is over, teleport coming in from the Jax. Luke KR is in a bad position.
Pero flash in mula kay Inimini. Pero na normal dito si Morgana. Mukhang mapa-first blood si Luke, mga kaibigan. Pero namatay din si Inimini, mga kaibigan. Pero ito na si Hope kaya tumatakbo. Parehas mula dito ang paggamit ng panic, mga kaibigan. Si Kyoko nagkakagat.
Double kill!
Double kill! Pero ito na, tumatakbo na si Jax, mga kaibigan.
Triple.
Oh! Parehas, ay, triple kill!
Yeah.
Dahil sa Renekton, feeling ko, hindi alam ng Mad Bros kung sino unahin nila eh.
Exactly.
Oo, kung sino unahin nila.
Well, ang problema na lang doon, for, like you said, Mad Bros, or rather hindi actually, for Legacy, is that they actually went in onto the jungle of Mad Bros and napakalapit lang.
Sobrang deep nun, no?
Yeah. But probably the best thing that happened there for Legacy was that Hope KR never took any damage and he was just dealing so much damage kasi all the members of Legacy there were surviving for as long as possible. Plus, Luke KR flashed over the wall and they had to follow up to him to be able to kill him. Kasi anong nangyari doon? It took so much time.
Natagalan.
Yeah, that Mad Bros died. 3 members were dead. But look at that. Top lane is 2-1-0 and 0-0.
Oops, normal dito. Pero mukhang magkakas dito. Nagpisa ang Hadouken, mga kaibigan. Pero na-wall dito si Zexus, mga kaibigan. Napakagandang wall. Ano tawag ulit dyan? Ano?
Ice Pillar.
Ano?
Ice Pillar.
Ice Pillar.
And that's the prowess of the Trundle jungle.
Biruin mo, apat sila agad.
Yeah.
Sa baba.
Sayang na lang doon na nag-flash agad si Xerxes so he couldn't go over the wall.
Oo. Pero hindi eh. Flash na rin yun kasi once na makita mo yung Morgana.
Wow, look at how powerful Hope for KR is. Just because
dahil may
from that range and double buff.
Ito na naman, mga kaibigan. Si Inimini nino normal, mga kaibigan. Inimini may stun. I-stun kaya siya sa Tori dito. Nagpisa ang Hadouken, mga kaibigan. Napakagandang dodge pulse. Sidestep gaming mula kay Inimini.
Yeah, exactly. But napaka-aggressive ngayon ng Legacy. They're not allowing Mad Bros to capitalize on Born. Born hasn't been in, a lane
wala pa.
action
Hindi pa siya nag-a-action dito. Mamaya a-action yan. Spider-Man yan eh. Pero ito na, mga kaibigan. Kakasabi lang natin. Si Born, na-miss yung hook, mga kaibigan. Na-miss yung hook, mga kaibigan. Pero si Spider-Man, normal ang mga Neopets niya, mga kaibigan. Tumatakbo na. Tumakbo ka na, Luke. Mukhang sasalubong ang from dito. Pero hindi. Easy dom lang.
Sayang yung Dark Binding. Na meron doon si Luke. It actually hit.
Pero ang ganda ng mga sidestep niya doon, ha?
Yeah. Okay sana eh. Nga lang, well, yung Spider Bite talaga ni Elise was just, enough cooldown na hindi na makatakas doon si Luke. Looking into the bottom lane though. 47
ito na!
Mercedes.
Uy, banda rito, banda roon. Ang sakit niyan, no?
Sayang.
Uy.
The hook actually hits the minion.
Kung tumama yun, sayang. Tamang chanian na naman yun.
Yeah, so looking to the top lane.
Top lane. CS tayo, CS
Wala
tayo.
pong naging gank si Born
sa top.
Solar Love. Kasi ang ginawa ng Legacy was to displace Born in the blue side. So, naging aggressive sila.
Uy, pero ito si Sorolab, helicopter na, mga kaibigan. Ito, nakikipag-normalan. Pero nag-SS dito si Hope, mga kaibigan. Sino kaya? Meron Trundle lalabas dito.
Nice.
Uy, napakaganda. Napakagandang wall. Uy, pero ito, naku, kinagat si Sorolab, pero pumalag pa.
Nice auto attack.
Uy, nice one. 1-for-1, kaso 2-on-1 yun eh. So,
yes. Akala ko magkakaroon na doon ng misplay si Sorolab.
Akala ko nga
it was a misplay actually. Nag-leap siya doon kay Trundle. But then, Hope for KR, he just became crazy. Bumalik siya kay Sorolab.
Pero ito, grabe Trundle na si Kiyo kung kanina ka pa kuya. Kung gagatin mo yung ani na yan. Divers in the mid blue house, mga kaibigan. Pero ito na, magkakaklash siya DR. Magkakaklash siya DR.
Nice one.
Mga kaibigan.
Teleport.
Pero si Endborn, hinahabol dito. Magre-rappel kaya ata siya. Magre-rappel. Rappel ba? Rappel. Pero na-exhaust siya dito. Uy! Sayang. Tatakas.
Legacy. Super aggressive right now.
Kanina pa. Kung kanina, ang Juma-jungle gaming si Endborn. Ngayon naman si Kyoko. Pansin mo?
Yeah.
Parang kanina pa siya. Pag tumingin tayo sa baba, nasa baba siya. Pag nasa mid siya, nasa mid. Parang kanina pa siya,
I like this coming in from Legacy kasi they're not allowing Mad Bros to set up anything from, again, Endborn, and they're just ruining the late game prowess that Mad Bros has. They're going for the early game aggression. They're not yeah, exactly. And Zoro in the top lane is actually, I'm pretty sure he's going to build a Rage Blade rather than going for a little bit more of a bruiser build with the Trinity Force. Yes, I'm saying that Trinity Force can be a bruiser build because it does give you that extra HP to be able to tank up a little bit of your opponent's power out. Yeah, but when Zoro does get that Rage Blade, it's just gonna be such a power spike for him. Because looking into the items of Hope for KR, he only built that Phage and Ninja Tabi. But, you know guys, Jax does deal mixed damage.
Grabe yan eh.
Yeah.
Ibang klase yan, Jax na yan pare. Sobrang bilis na normal yan. Ayan na oh. Biruin mo, imbis na Renekton ang nangaharas sa'yo, naka-counter siya ng Jax dito.
Yeah, that's all because of Jax just having, you know, even more damage over time than the Renekton. If you count it, every third attack ng Jax may hampas, ano siya, ng 2 por 2 yan. As for the Renekton, he still has to wait for the cooldown of his skills to be able to, you know, damage the Jax. Kasi yung auto-attack niya, hindi ganun kasing lakas eh. Kagaya ng Jax.
Well, yung lifesteal, malakas.
Yeah, okay lang. But then, hindi kasing it's not enough lifesteal.
Para
maging effective yung trade niya against the Jax.
Siya yung binabox out eh.
Yeah, exactly. But, you have to note as well that the map awareness that Hope for KR has is better than Zoro's for now, because you can see right there, mas on point ang kanyang teleports, and that's allowing Legacy for this 2,000 gold lead. He's 5-1-1 right now, even if he is losing the lane matchup against the Jax. He has been beneficial for his team rather than Zoro.
Oo nga no, kasi 5-1 na yung Renekton eh.
Yeah, exactly.
Pero, ang nagtataka ako, feeling ko, alam na ng ano dito. Alam na ng Mad Bros yung na magre-Renekton yan. Feeling ko lang Kumbaga, ayan tignan mo, siya yung, normal yung Jax, tas tatakbo yung Renek, pero babalik yung Renek. Pero makikipagpakpakan ulit yung Jax. Yan yung sinasabi natin, pero pumalag yung Renek dito, nag-SS, nag-dash out, pero hindi, parehas mulado dito. Naku Jax, easyhan mo yan, flash out! Yun lang, hindi niya in-expect yung SS.
Yeah, but I think kung may mana pa siya, kaya niya trade. Because he didn't have the extra damage output of the Jax.
Ito, ginugo si Mini dito. Nag-SS sa Morgana, Hadouken, isang normal, kaya pa kaya? Hindi na. Alam niya na mamamatay.
Oh, nice one, Sadis!
Napakagandang napakagandang glacial vision mga kaibigan. Pero na-stand dito si Edward. Napakagandang TV mula kay Luke. At hinahabol niya si Zexus mga kaibigan. Hadouken kaya siya dito mga kaibigan. Ayan na, habangan na natin. 5, 4, 3, 2, Hadouken! 1, 2, nice. Double kill!
Yeah, wow.
Napakagandang TP doon, no?
Legacy are, how you say this, capitalizing on the mistakes of Mad Bros and then just using outplays left and right to get themselves advantage. Look at that. 12, almost 12 minutes in the game. Already 4,000 gold advantage. Sa top lane, it was Zoro Love not respecting his mana being depleted, going against Hope for KR. He hoped that his Grandmaster's Might passive is enough to damage Hope for KR, but without the extra damage coming in from that Empower, his W, kulang siya sa damage. And Hope for KR was able to get enough Ferocity stacks or Fury to be able to use that Cultivate and get more lifesteal from that skill. As for the bottom lane, Sadist with a clutch one alt attack killed Encore. Granted, napatay ni Enborn si Sadist, but the trade was there already and they didn't want to give that at least the kills. They have to give some resource for their ADR. That didn't work out. Now 1-1-3 na ngayon si Sadist. And he's almost about to finish that rep.
Ang ganda pa ng backup ng Morgana.
Yeah, exactly.
Na TP.
Oh, and look at this though. In the top lane.
Ito na, ayan na. Ayan na. Sapakan dito mga kaibigan. Naku, Zoro Love, namumula ka na pare koy. Ayan na, Alligator. Naghahabol na mga kaibigan. Uy, hinahabol niya dito. Pero, hindi niya na-dodge balls. Pero ito, si Spider-Man mga kaibigan. Ayan na, web throw. Magwi-web throw na yan mga kaibigan. Kaso hindi, magpapakamatay na lang ata si Hopeful KR dito. Kasi feeling niya, alam niya mamanya na siya. Pero si Sadist nahuli. Nahuli si Sadist. Pero na-shutdown pa rin yung top. At Legacy going for Herald, pero namatay ang kanilang ADR na si Sadist sa baba. Hindi natin nakita yun.
Yeah.
Kasi medyo naghahabol sa top eh.
Problem there though
for Morgana.
Yeah, problem there though for Legacy was that they allowed Zadis to overextend and not just tower hug his turret. Kasi alam na nila na wala dun si Football 10 pesos lang eh. So they should have just allowed, you know, Zadis to keep his turret safe. Meron naman siyang calling, just put it out and, you know, just allow your teammate to die to top lane because that's what they did. And again, going into top lane builds here for KR and Zoro, my love.
Wait lang pare,
right?
Mukhang si Hope KR dito kay Encore. Uy, next time niya. Pero ito, nahook siya dito. Pero may nagtitipi dito mula sa Mad Bros, mga kaibigan. Ito na ang Jax. Kanina ka pa Hope KR. Kanina ko pa ako one-on-one. Lima kami ngayon. Pero ito, facial fissure sa apat, mga kaibigan. Pero na black shield siya dito, mga kaibigan. Ito na, pumapasok na ang Trundle. Ito na naman. At nag-SS sa Lucian. Mga kaibigan, ito na, mga kaibigan. Ayun na, napakaganda ball. Si Inimini, nice flash mula kay Inimini, mga kaibigan. Pero nahuli dito si Jax. Ito na si Morgana. Hinahabol, mga kaibigan. Zoro love. Normally mo yan. Black shield, mga kaibigan. Easy, hamudog. Pero ito, nagmamassive si Morgana dito. Tingnan natin. Ito na si Annie. Pinopronta si T-Burst, mga kaibigan. Oops. Kalma lang. Sino nanalo sa Clash doon? 1-4, ano yun ha? Isa lang inamatay sa Legacy.
Yeah. And, looking into it, the itemizations for the top lane right there, na force na mag ninja tabi si Zoro and delay his...
Oh my God!
His godlike na nga.
Grabe yun!
Oh my God, godlike!
Kumbaga, nag-shin yung hadukit doon si Luke KR. Tinan mo yun. Half ng buhay ni Annie doon, di ba pare?
Yeah. Alright, so looking into it, makakuha tayo ngayon ng free Dragon here for
ito na si Endborn.
That damage.
Oops, grabe. Free Dragon mula sa Legacy. Makakuha na nila. Sila ba yung nakakuha ng Dragon? Di ba sila? Or Mad Bros?
Legacy din.
Okay, Legacy din. Si Dragon 2.
Oh, Encore here. Bad position though.
Mga kaibigan. Oops. Si Luke. Ito na naman si Luke. Hindi pa ako
slow.
yan, papa ko. Ayan na, napakaganda.
Oh, wow.
Napakaganda. Dark passage mula kayo. Pero ito na. Nagkakasaykuhan dito, mga kaibigan. Oops. Easy dog.
Alright, so it looks like naka-clutch na Dark Passage doon si Encore, but then Legacy were able to get that dragon for relatively free. Yeah. And then Legacy getting themselves 4,000 gold lead.
4,000 gold lead, tapos yung lead nila sa kills 9. So 18 na tayo dito.
Yeah. But looking into it, the itemization, Zoro already is able to get himself the Rage Blade, so he'll be able to at least push waves even faster with the cleave of the Rage Blade. But look into Luke KR. My God, 24 stacks on the Magi Soul Stealer, 60 minutes into the game.
Grabe, uso pala ngayon ang Magi's.
Hindi ko alam kung uso ba talaga or
trip lang nila. Hindi ko alam.
Talagang nakakapitalize nila.
Or baka alam nila kasing lamang sila.
Yeah, exactly. Kaya nga, nakakapitalize nila yung kanilang advantage and hindi ganun kabilis mamatay si Luke KR because hindi siya naka-catch ng death sentence or stun because of that.
Mukhang umok dito. Nice play, mga kaibigan. Si Football, 10 pesos lang.
Oh, wow!
May nagtitipi dito, si Morgana. Ito na si Luke. Glacial Vision, mga kaibigan.
Oh, he flashes in!
Oh, flash in mula kay Luke, mga kaibigan. Normal si Luke. Uy,
Tormented Soul though.
Si Encore. Pero ito na, T-Burst mo yan, boy. Hindi niya na daw T-Burst, mga kaibigan.
Oh,
nice
wow!
One. Nice T-Burst. Pero, ano nangyari? May namatay pa ba?
Meron, yung Thresh.
Oo, namatay yung Thresh. Pero napakagandang backup ni Annie doon. Actually, muntik mamatay si Annie. Hindi ko alam kung cooldown yung T-Burst niya. Or parang
he was trying to save it for
feeling
something
niya lang,
else.
Feeling niya lang kaya niya napatayin yung gamit mga normal.
Yeah.
Pero muntik pa siya mamatay kung hindi niya tiniverse yun, pare ko.
Yeah, kasi ang nangyari din kasi doon nung tinuos na ni Inimini si Luke KR dun sa bottom lane na yun, nag-activate yung Dangerous Game ni Luke KR. He got the assist from the kill onto, I think it was Encore. May bumalik sa kanya ng HP and natakot si Inimini that he was forced to actually use the Tibbers. Sayang kung napatay sana ni Inimini without using Tibbers kay Luke KR. Bumalik. Exactly, pwede pa siyang maki-engage.
Kaso alam na rin ng mga Renekton na pero hindi eh. Wala, masyadong makunat yung Morgana para sa Annie. Well, baka rin dahil sa spell shield. Naka-spell shield pa siya nun. Nagkakas yung Annie.
Yes. Looking into it doon, nandito na si Encore but he is spotted out by that ward over the Tribrush area. Alright, so it looks like wala masyadong nangyayari dito, but there is quite a bit of vision coming in from Legacy's side. Look at that river, just covered, littered with wards from Legacy, but right now, starved for vision na Mad Bros.
Uy, wait, may nastan dito. Oops, yun lang, nakita sila sa river. Ito na.
Luke KR,
grabe yung damage yung second skill ni Morgana.
Yeah, Tormented Soul just dealing so much damage.
Yan din yung Lux kanina eh.
Kaya nga.
Oo, so feeling ko ano talaga yan eh, parang Binding Lord.
Yes.
Binding
wow,
Lord.
Encore forced to use.
Ito na, nag-SS na dito si Luke. Pero tatamaan ka pa rin ng SS niya guys, naka-refill ka kuya.
Oh
pero
wow!
Uy, napakagandang dodge.
No, not even a dodge, the spider
yung
links.
spider. Yung mga Neopets niyang spider.
Yeah.
Narangan siya.
Grabe. Well, we know now kung sino pwede maging soft counter
kay Morgana. Pag meron ka mga Neopets, alam mo na. Sabi ka lang sa Neopets mo, uy, Hadouken versus Hadouken.
And it looks like N-board there. Tiberstud coming out of Eeny Meeny just to, I don't know what he did there for that. Alright.
Pinang-farm niya.
Yeah, so looking into it, Sadus will be able to push that bottom tier 1 without too much difficulty. We did see that N4 did force, or was forced to use his on the hunt. Because medyo natakot siya na baka mag-Glacial Fissure si Football there nung wala pa si Xerxes in his side.
So, Morgana na naman yung go sila sa top. Nasi-sense ko na yan, push nila yan.
And all of this is possible for Legacy because hindi makapag-set ng vision ang Mad Bros. Kasi sa sobrang tindi na aggression na ginagawa dito na Legacy, they're gonna go in for a kill onto Sora!
Mga kaibigan, meron na dito ang Ani magkakaloy kay Jata.
Get the turret! There you go!
Mga kaibigan, pero wala siyang stand dito kahit
Soul Sackles! Nice! Guard fighting!
Pero ito na si Edborn, mamamatay mga kaibigan, pero nag-rebel! Oops, nag-rebel out mga kaibigan! Pero ito, hinahabol siya!
Call the Meek! Nice! No Bronco!
Pero, ito, yung Lucian, si Sadis mga kaibigan!
Oh, he gets into the box range! Slow!
Normal na Edborn mga kaibigan! Na-hook mga kaibigan, pero may
to survive for a bit longer, and siya na yung
kaibigan. Tutuloy na kaya to. Pero ito na, slice and dicing mga kaibigan. Normally mo yan. Isa pa, dalawa pa. Yung.
Right, there you go. Exhaust goes into N4.
At SS mula kay Brom. Mukhang mapapatay nila dito si N4. Grabe. Grabe yung Legacy. Kanina nasa top lang yan, tapos ngayon nasa baba.
Yeah.
Biruin mo yun.
Although, I think the only weak point here for Legacy is that palaging iniiwanan Football
ang si Lucian.
Yeah. And the problem for that is that Lucian can't survive the 1v2 situation. Granted though, na nakaka-punish ang Legacy dun sa ginagawa ng Mad Bros. So, in retrospect, okay lang din naman yun. Kasi, nagkakaroon pa rin ng mga items si Lucian eh. With the global objectives being taken out by Legacy and N4 here in a bad position. 4v1, Kaokuk in a rampage.
Kahit sabihin mong mapatay nila si Lucian, malalakas na yung ibang heroes ng
Exactly, yun nga yun.
Oo.
So, and kahit man actually, kaya nga, sabi natin, kahit man namamatay dito, si Sadness, he still gets the farm. And he is item advantage against Sivir. And looking into it, Sivir isn't a hyper carry. She's more of the utility carry that uses her ultimate to set up for her team and just be in the backline, throws out her skill shots, and she's not going to be a very dangerous carry to go against just having the Infinity Edge and Seal in her possession. Looking into the safest itemization, the Lucian.
Fever.
Essence Reaver with the rapid fire cannon. That is the build that made Lucian super strong in the meta right now. Aside from the...
Ayan na si Luke mga kaibigan.
The static shield. But whoa! Lots of damage on the N4 goes down.
Naku, feeling ko worth it yun pare. Ewan ko lang ay hindi, pero na-shutdown siya ng Jax. Pero, well, kung ikaw ganyan ka nakalakas, alam mo na, kaya mo nang bumitas.
Oh, also look at the itemizations here for Encore. He's not gonna go in for an aggressive item. You could say that Phantom Dancer is an aggressive item. Yeah, but there are more aggressive items than that. Because right now, Phantom Dancer is said to be, or is, the 1v1 item because of the damage reduced that it has in its passive, description, the stats.
Well, mukhang pumapalag pa ang Mad Bros.
Yeah, medyo na-punish na dito ang Mad Bros, but they still have the Jax. He's farming quite well, but still under item. Kulang pa siya. Doesn't have the Trinity Force for that damage spike. He only has that Rage Blade, not enough to be able to duel anyone other possibly than the Lucian. But Lucian's very strong right now. And yung counterplay nila dito ng magagawa ni Zoro is to be able to split push the top lane, you know, create pressure in other lanes, and force Legacy to respond to him.
Pero ayan na,
ang problema dito is
silang apat dyan sa taas, kagaya nga ng sinasabi mo, paring Azuray. Dapat pag ganyan, pag nasa taas na sila, go na, push nyo na yung mid. Ayan na, ayan, mag-push na kayo sa mid habang may chance pa. Kasi mag-isa lang yung Jax, kumbaga, Pugak gaming yan, classic Pugak gaming yan. Lilito-lituin mo yan sa top, tapos push nyo yung mid. Ayan libre push yan, sa mid tower yung Mad Cross. Yan ang sinasabi natin dyan. Uy, muntik pa siya mapatay, hindi. Kaso kahit sabihin mo pa-push sila, kaya pa rin pala nila i-lip, no?
Oh, Born here, gonna go down!
Napakaganda na kung patay si Born.
Nice. Alright, so
sayang.
The only thing that Mad Cross was able to get to that is the bot tier 1, and that's not enough. They're gonna lose 3 people just to get that the bot tier 1 down. And that's not working out well for them. Kung titignan mo doon in terms of the economy, ano sila eh? The trade-off is not balanced. Hindi pa nakapag-farm doon. Or rather, sorry, nakakuha sila ng 2 turrets rather. Top tier 1 and bot tier 1. But then, lost 3 people. Lost this Baron because there is no one who can contest for this because walang vision ang Mad Cross here. They don't know, or they have a thought, but still have no vision, can't engage for this because pag ginawa nila yun, they might get caught out by Legacy. Legacy right now are in a commanding lead, almost 8,000 gold lead, 25 minutes into the game, 12 to 28 in terms of the kill score.
Ito na nga yung sinasabi natin kanina, makunat na yung tatlo eh. Kumbaga kahit anong gawing burst, hindi pa sapat yung items ni Annie para ma-burst down yung tatlo. Si Morgana nga, pansin mo kanina, di ba?
Yeah, exactly.
Hindi niya na burst down. So, lamang para sa akin, lamang na Legacy dito. Nakuha mo nilang...
And the problem here for Mad Cross actually started off with Born losing his rhythm in the jungle. Kasi nga, dahil sa nag-invade ng maaga ang Legacy.
Teka lang si Inimini. Na-wall. Pero ito, nagtitipi dito ang Renekton. Mukhang gugo na naman dito ang Legacy, mga kaibigan. Ito na, naghiwalay bigla ang Mad Cross, mga kaibigan. Nag-out ng Mad Cross dito. Hindi nila ito kayang engage. Alam nilang hindi nila kaya, mga kaibigan, kaya tumatakbo sila. Isiyan mo lang, kaso na-stun! Na-stun! Naku!
Blasted!
Nice one, napakaganda nga doon.
Stun, not Annie!
Na-stun pa si Annie. At hindi ata nakapag-SS ang Annie dito.
Zoro my love, though.
Zoro my love. Mag-isa siya dito. Pero hindi. Itong Morgana, kanina pa itong Morgana na to.
Wow!
Alam mo kung hindi na-stun yung Sivir?
Yeah.
Na-stun eh.
That was an easy game, an easy clash for Legacy. Binate in pa ni Luke KR. Tapos naka-ano pa sila, naka-triple kill pa sila.
Ito, pero na-hook si Kyoko dito. Mukhang mamamatay. Pero napatay siya dito, mga kaibigan. Pero si Nexus mamamatay din. Napatay ni Lucian, mga kaibigan. At ito na, si Edward tumatakbo. Spider-Man, tumakbo ka na. Hadouken, part 1!
That will allow Legacy to get the ace as well as the mid tier 3 and that inhibitor in the mid lane. And again, this all happened because Born did not get his rhythm in the jungle. Hindi siya nakapag-gank sa other lanes. And then, it was just pure skill coming in from Legacy. Napakalakas ni KR. And then Zoro, kahit man may items na siya ngayon, that's only the Trinity Force and the Rage Blade.
Hindi sapat
being completed. Hindi siya sapat against the itemizations of Legacy. They were hoping that Mad Cross was hoping that Zoro was gonna be the guy to be able to duel anyone in a split push condition. But now it's impossible, or almost impossible, because of the huge gold lead that Legacy have. And again, hindi din nakapag-snowball si Inimini in that.
Nalugi siya sa
Exactly. Kasi ang ganda ng ganks ni Trundle as well as yung follow-up Dark Pile ni Luke KR.
Kumbaga nabaliktad kanina, si Enborn yung gumaganggang. Si Trundle, pero ito, na-black shit. Pero na-burst siya dito ng Annie. Pero tingnan natin dito, humahabol ang mga wrestler.
Wala si Sivir.
Ito na, glacial vision, mga kaibigan. Easy mo yan. Ang kukunat, pare, makukunan kahit sabihin mo ng damage yan. Ito na, gumanormal yung Jack, gumanormal yung Elise. Ang kukunan yan, naku, triple red yan, Wyatt family, mga kaibigan. Tinan mo yan, Ang kukunat niyan, box out gaming.
Oh no!
Hindi na nga nila
Si
kailangan
Encore!
siya. Pero mag-isa si Encore dito. Grabe yan. Grabe yan, Kuwadura kill. Si Encore nag-isa sa Spider-Man, kaya siya dito. Magpaalam ka na, Spider-Man. Pinaglalaroan siya dito din na football, 10 pesos lang. Grabe, nakita mo yun, parang Asuray.
Yeah. Wow.
Tatlong magkakadikit na wrestler. Kanina pa natin sinasabi yan. Yung mga nagpa-box out na yan. Kung baga Wyatt family yan. Kung nanonood kayo ng WWE, mga kaibigan. Grabe yan, The Shield.
Problema na lang dito ngayon.
Wala si Lucian. Namatay pa si Morgana. Ang dumamage lang doon is Renekton. Sinet up ni Braum. Tapos yun na. Normal yung Jax pero wala. Kulang sa normal.
Yeah. And the problem there, for Mad Bros, kahit na nakuha nila yung make-off kay Luke KR, was that, well, Mad Bros didn't have Sivir. Nasa base pa siya noon. She was trying to run into her own team pero hindi siya umabot. Tapos dumating pa siya to support Xerxes. Hindi niya na-calculate yung damage output na meron yung Renekton. May slow pa siya with the red buff. Just stick to that Sivir. Wala na nagawa. It looks like they're gonna go in with the Raptor's Glory.
Alam mo, feeling ko kung umabot man ito na. Wait lang ha.
Yeah.
Oops. Anak ko, napakaganda spell shield. Naku,
oh wow!
Naman yung mga wrestler, mga kaibigan. Tumakbo na kayo! Nandito na kami!
It looks like Legacy here will just use this bottom tier 1.
Alam mo, feeling ko kung umabot man si Sivir doon, masyado ng kulado sina Enborn para normal si Sivir.
Yeah.
Masyado na silang kulado. So, sa psychohin na lang ng Legacy yun. Kung si Sivir ba yung uunahin nila o yung mga kulado.
Exactly. Nice ice spitter.
Napakagandang ice.
Oh! Face of Fisher!
Mga kaibigan, ito na Morgana. Pero umahabol. Ito na naman yung tatlo. Ito na naman yung tatlong nang pa-box out. Grabe oh. Brad, tinan mo.
Yeah.
Wyatt family.
So it looks like Legacy here made the right decision to substitute Pusa with Luke for KR. Or rather, Hope for KR. This guy has been dominating the top lane. And then when they shifted Luke KR into that mid lane, he started dominating that as well. And it's just a world of dominance coming in from Legacy.
Grabe. Alam mo, pili ko yan si Luke.